and welcome to our monthly office meeting. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're all enjoying the food. As you've seen, the wonderful ladies have rolled out the red carpet literally, and they were so excited to do this. So we're just going to get started. Our meeting today is going to be all about celebrating our events and your accomplishments. So let's get started. So Keller Williams Neighborhood Mission and Vision. Our vision is to be a vibrant market center where sharing, supporting, and growth, both personally and professionally, are our guiding principles. And how we're going to get there, we're going to help all KW neighborhood agents to successfully reach their goals by supporting them through leadership and education opportunities at the Market Center. So, we have some birthdays. So our February birthdays are Divya, Adrienne, Courtney.
Happy birthday, daughters.
Happy birthday. Conrad and Martin. And our March birthdays are Joe. Is Joe here? Well, he's celebrating probably. Natasha, Leslie Briggs, and Joshua. So happy birthday to all of those. Congratulations to our newest cappers. So Jennifer Palacios, her picture's missing, I apologize. Oh no, there it is. I'm like, it was there. And a warm welcome to our newest agents. Varun.
Who's here?
Welcome, a really warm welcome. You're a fantastic addition to our team.
Thank you.
And
Hey, Varun, have you met everybody in the room pretty well or not?
Yes, last time in
Just the
the
ones that
same
matter.
team meeting I met. Yeah, I
Oh, yes,
remember few of them.
the power-
Yeah, Varun is here often, I have to
Yes.
say.
Yes.
Mr.
We
Varun,
find him very often in this office.
what brought you into real estate?
I like, first of all, meeting people, talking to new people. So, and this business, I find like I connect well with this business. So that's how
What were you doing before?
I was in a management consulting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working with the top pharma clients and solving their problems with like providing solutions.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, very strong business background. And Karen, who is in Vancouver right now, but she's very excited to be joining Keller Williams Neighborhood.
Who's Karen?
Karen San? Oh, Karen, she worked on a team prior to moving here.
Okay.
She worked for a new builder, so she did a lot of new condominium sales, so she's definitely in that world, so she knows a lot about that.
Okay.
Subsequently, she joined another team at a different brokerage. I interviewed with her in September, and she chose to join us this month.
Great.
So,
She was with Sutton before.
yes. Sutton or Century?
Century.
Century,
Right one,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot to celebrate here. The coldest night of the year, which you have all, the following people have embraced. Oh my goodness. So we were actually the top team in Toronto. You were the top team in Toronto.
Wow.
Bernie.
Hey.
Top team in Toronto. That's a big deal. So all of Toronto just raised over $5,200. And that was your contribution. Yes, so the 3 brokerages in Toronto raised $5,200, and this was your contribution.
Amazing,
So,
we're Ernie, Rick, and Mariana.
yes,
That was almost half.
that's more than half.
So
more than
I saw
that.
Warner's face, he couldn't believe it. Am I, is that, are you, am I right?
Listen,
You thought
I'm
you
an
were
agent,
more.
not a mathematician.
Actually, you know
Across
what,
the top of
Rick
the
posted
stairs.
that he actually collected
So
650, so I don't know if he had some additional that was not on the website.
Maybe, I can definitely clarify that with
Okay,
him.
that's good to know.
Or Jackie.
Or if
I
that,
saw them do a
Jackie
video
and Fred
for
did
that.
it with Michael Powell with their daughters.
Oh, I see.
Just walking.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes. So, amazing, kudos to all of you. It's a great cause. If with your permission, we'll participate again next year and go for the heights. So now we're going to talk about a little bit about technology, education, and culture. We're doing like a very short summary of all of this today because we've got a really big awards section that we're going to do. So technology, I'll do a little tidbit, and if you want to add something, it would be fantastic. Our neighborhood data, something that we've really been waiting for a lot. It was announced that it's going to be here by the end of March. So you know the neighborhood snapshots that we can send to our agents. So they're integrating the IDX system, I believe, before the end of March. So that's amazing.
Great.
Another really cool thing to note, if we wanted to do some serious training, Gilles said that if we got 20 agents in a room together, he'll actually fly down here and do the training with us for half a day.
Okay.
So something that we can talk about and see who we can bring out to those events.
Good.
Awesome,
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah? Okay,
totally.
okay, excellent.
Amazing.
And one thing, if you want to do right now, if you want to take all your apps out, Kelly, say or type in CGI goals. So it should, if you have them populated in MyKW, which most of you should have all of your goals right here. And if you want to go into them to see them in more detail, it'll tell you how many monthly appointments you need to go on, how many yearly you have to take, and all those details. So that's fantastic and something that you can do now. Also, like, to be honest, like, the technology piece, I'm really bought into it. I was excited about it, but now I'm really bought into it because this is like our Google. Anything Keller Williams, anything real estate related, you want to type in webinars, you'll get webinars.
Well,
It's
and also
all-
Ernie's put in the Gin Mill and James put in the Indie Ale House.
Yeah,
For
Yes.
local insights
but you have to
nearby.
put it in when you're standing right in front of it.
Oh, interesting.
Because I put it in at the house,
Uh-huh.
so I get the address.
Oh,
Oh,
you're-
interesting. Oh.
Yes.
So you have to do it
Okay.
in the spot. That's it, that's what happened with mine.
Yeah, so there's local insights
I
to where I'm
didn't know
currently
the
sitting right
office.
now.
That's
It shows
really?
local insights.
Because
We'll
I
try that.
We just
Okay,
put you
sure.
in a good place.
Yeah?
Why there's
Like,
people
where did I put it in?
Yeah.
I was just
You
at the
should-
house
you should
and I was
put it in.
trying it.
No, but how did you add it? The new bar?
Oh, that's on the homepage. You on Matt?
On the
Is it right here?
homepage.
Yeah, Court, is it Aspen?
I can't remember how.
Aspen.
Aspen, yeah. It's
Mhm.
Aspen's in the Campbell Building, right before, that Keel, where the A&W is. It used to be like a kind of really divey Irish bar. Now it's like charcuterie board, kind of,
Après skiish.
Asprey.
Yeah.
Really good cocktails.
In the junction, awesome.
Fantastic. So I know that it's been a long way coming. It's here. It's here. And now we just have to learn it. So that's the last step of it. Education, we have our Ignite happening right now until March the 22nd. So that's basically our calendar for this month. We're going to have a fresh new calendar in April. So take advantage of those sessions. They really are fantastic. If there's anyone who wants to join us on our calls for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9 a.m., we do a Zoom call. You're welcome to join. Those are awesome. And we've got lots of external agents joining us for this Ignite, which is really exciting.
And I'm teaching tomorrow.
Yay! We'll get a video.
What time?
Okay, and culture. So everyone who has spare time today, who has babysitters, I've got one. So we'll be at the Crooked Q this evening, celebrating, having drinks, a continuation of this meeting.
I got one too.
Awesome, amazing. And raise a little money for our KW Cares.
I think
And we'll do the casino night another time.
Yes.
That works according to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Any, our wonderful people, would you like to add anything? Sorry?
James, do you want to talk?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. You said it was gonna be short, but, sorry.
Sorry.
Are you gonna talk about not a family reunion?
No, no,
Just
no.
gonna talk about, what are you gonna
Tech,
talk about?
tech.
Oh, just tech, yeah, so I'll commence it. Short little plug for YP. I don't know how many people qualify here, but if you haven't joined YP and you're eligible, I do
Maroon.
honestly suggest that you join. I think it's great.
You have to be 40 or under.
40 or under, exactly. We started doing.
So I still qualify, just FYI? Yeah, one more year?
Join.
40 or under.
I think that's what it should be. If you
Yeah.
feel 40,
Everybody
you're
feel
good to go. 40 where it counts. Right? We started doing, well, okay, so backstory. There's a 66-day command challenge in the States where every day there's a short video and it helps you learn one more thing about command so that by the end of the 66 days, and once they finish doing bug updates and everything, you'll have a much better understanding of how command can help you. But I was watching the videos and I was like, we don't even have that in Canada yet, or this isn't working, or you're in labs, I don't even have access to that yet. And I started to notice just a disconnect. I couldn't really get into it because it wasn't working for me. So, at Family Reunion, I'm not going to give anything away, I met with the director of KYP Canada, and he's like, our tech chair just stepped down. So, a little plug for myself, I'm the new KWYP tech chairman for Canada. And first order of business was a 66-day command challenge for Canada, something that everyone could really get behind, and that
Just
would
got a
work.
Facebook comment on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have it now, on Facebook there's a page called 66-Day Command Challenge Canada.
Okay.
And if you follow that page, you'll get to hear my sweet voice Monday to Friday giving you a sweet little update about command.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. Great.
But they're fun little things, because it's just a screenshot, and your first one.
Screen
like-
recording. Like I do a video on my screen and I go through it with you.
Yeah, so it's like how to log in, so, and it's literally, it's a 2-minute thing,
Yeah.
how to log in, and then you're done.
That's
So-
it.
We're all being challenged, I might jump in to spend one minimum of 1 hour a day on command right now.
Yes.
All of us.
Well,
Wow, that's.
Well,
nice.
1 hour, but
And we're-
It's a
We're
challenge.
gonna start somewhere, so
Yes.
they're suggesting 1 hour a day, and it's like anything, use the technology, put in your database, use the
Yes.
technology.
And that's good, but you don't want to just be aimlessly wandering around, not having an objective. So that was really the point of the challenge. It's like, I can teach you something and show you how to do it, and then you can go figure it out. And that's where you should be spending your time.
Sorry, James, what was it again? 66?
66-Day Command Challenge Canada.
Dash.
Dash Canada. So
But there's a link on the Facebook page, right?
Mhm.
On KW page to get to it?
like our office group?
Yeah.
I can post one.
Oh.
That's easier, yeah. if that's
Yeah.
easier.
and also everybody should see Kirby's presentation up. Kirby's social media presentation, Varun.
Yeah.
I got him.
Mm.
It's up as of yesterday. He wasn't able to send it to me via email. I'm not sure why, but he said he wasn't able to. So he just posted it on our Facebook page. I'm pretty sure it's the public one because he doesn't have access.
Side note on that.
Yes.
Some people have been asking about Facebook advertising. So Kirby kind of taught me some Facebook advertising stuff. And if there's interest, I can do like a presentation. Kirby would probably come and we can just do an hour, like getting started in Facebook ads, how to create them, how to run them, your expectations, budget, blah, blah, blah.
Amazing. Tied in with command. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and may I add, how lucky are we that James has taken
Yes,
the lead
that's
on our
awesome.
technology?
Yeah.
And what a gem we have in our office.
And
Go, James, go! Can't take away from your real job.
Good job.
You're not your team.
Yeah, okay.
Think of the referrals you get from the agents who love what he's doing with the tech staff.
Yes,
That's
referrals from Ottawa, from.
I take donations too.
That's the other thing.
Link the donations page. Okay. So we come to our super amazing piece of family reunion. I'm going to ask the agents who attended to please speak up and share your ahas from family reunion.
Any order? Who's here?
Who wants to
Well,
go
a lot of
first?
us.
Okay, one of my biggest ahas was around the tech when they were talking about the new app. Because I went to one of the sessions, and it was funny because James said to me, I know all that stuff, you don't need to go. And I had to go anyway because I look at things differently than he looks at things. And I think what resonated the most with me was when they put it in terms of a land grab. And they were describing that what they've done with this app when it's our old app, because they bought the company that created our old app, so we don't have to send it out to our new people. But what it essentially becomes is your own personal lifestyle, community, Netflix, everything you need to know with our smiling faces on it. So it's so much more than like a Zillow or what we used to have, because a couple of things that resonated with me was it has all the neighborhood in, we've been talking about doing the insights, so it has all that. But there are things like if I live here and I work there, I can, and I'm thinking I might like to move because I don't like my commute, I can look at everything for sale on my route. And if I already own a house and I'm not particularly thinking of moving, you'll have access, it's like our own personal homekeeper in there, they'll have access to all of our trades. So if they want to fix something, then they do it through us. If they want to know about restaurants or cool things in the area, they do it through us. If they do want to start looking for a place, this app will allow them to look at a house and say the most important rooms to me are the kitchen, the master bedroom, and the backyard. And when the listings come to them, the first picture they'll see is the kitchen, the bathroom, and the backyard. So they don't need to flip through the 20 photos to decide if they like this house or not. And so the idea behind the way this has been designed is that it's like your bank app or your Amazon app. It becomes so much a part of you that you don't want to use any other app. And so once
invested so much
once
time.
they've picked an app that gives them the information about their neighborhood and about their lifestyle, they're not going to move from that. And our smiling faces stay there forever, because everyone else is going to figure it out eventually. Like, you know, we've all been dealing with the condo.ca or the other ones that have been like real-time listings and that kind of thing. But if we really position this properly with our clients, it's not only a communication tool, but it's something that is really useful for them, whether they're buying or selling or not.
I think a good analogy would be like Amazon.
Yeah.
Walmart has a mobile app where you can order anything and they'll provide the exact same service to you, but nobody has a Walmart app on their phone.
I
Right.
really dislike the Walmart.
Or like,
That's why we wanted
that's
to
what-
first.
or like
But
went from
that's
Netflix
what you
to
want to be
Crave.
Amazon.
Right.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
not only do we have the new technology that'll allow us to do something that the other apps don't do, but that's like a limited time offer. They're all going to catch up to us. So when they say it's a land grab, it's about how many people you can get your app in front of, and then they'll stay with you forever. It's like sort of a built-in loyalty thing. So that was sort of my big aha, is about sort of learning how to use that app and do the insights and figure out how I want to position it with my clients, the ones that already have the app but have maybe not found it so useful, to, you know, figuring out when it is really working properly and we're good to go. Like, how am I going to roll that out? You know, it's a good occasion to talk to your clients again. You're giving them something of value, and how do you use that?
So I know to that as well. I think that's Q3 that's
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
If you go into your Kelly app, the third button on the bottom from the left says consumer.
Yep.
And that button is going to be connected to their apps. So you're going to be able to see certain things that they're doing and stay in touch via that app as well.
And doesn't it create like a personal, almost like a website for all of them? when
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
sort of-
Yes.
they're-
Yes.
they're
Yes.
on there,
Which
all
is
the
the
stuff
most-
that you
that's
said.
the neighborhoods.
I thought that was incredible.
Yeah.
But you have to come in.
But that was
But it's-
also the really interesting point, because when they were talking in the vision speech and they had rolled out command and they were saying, you know, so many people have started to load their stuff, it was something like only 8% of the people had addresses.
In their
for the people
database.
in their database. This database is based on address, because that's what gives them all the neighborhood information. So if you don't do anything else, go through your existing database and make sure you have everybody's addresses, so that when you move it over, you can give them their personalized page. So now they can see the solds all around their house, and the sales all around their house, without us having to pull the street and send it out to them or whatever. They can look at it whenever they want.
And because it's interactive, it updates instantaneously.
Yeah.
So if the listing goes up at 3 in the afternoon,
Yeah.
they don't have to wait till 6 o'clock the next morning to get there at 2 o'clock.
And your name's on the, as soon as they open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
Yeah, but you gotta have your addresses in your database for it to work.
And a pretty picture.
Well, I think they're going to put their own address in.
No, when
No.
you set up the
No,
landing
go by
page
junk
on command,
It'll be in your database.
if there's no address in the database.
No, it's not true. You have to do that manually. and you go into command, you don't have to have an address there, because you get to manually pick what neighborhoods you want.
Right.
Because it could be like, I live in the Junction, but I only want like City Place in King West.
You
So
can add other neighborhoods, but I think it does.
it doesn't
have-
default, because you have to set them up manually. You can do that now,
But
the
but
data's
it-
already there,
it's
it's
true,
not neighborhoods.
the addresses are good for touch points, and it's also good for just viewing your,
As the agent.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Another thing, somebody was asking about Google. Will Google contacts be integrated within the Kelly app? Yes, they will be. So you can literally enter somebody in your Kelly app, and you can do this now, and add a contact to your Kelly app. It'll sync into your command, and it'll sync into your Google phone. Not Google phone, but phone. So their name, if you want to message them, you can open it up from the app. It'll open up your messenger app, and it'll have their name already on it. Like, how amazing is that?
To that point,
Yeah.
just a quick side note, you were talking about GCI and Kelly. They've taken it a step further. It's like, they've told you what your goal is, and then what you have to do. Now, command tracks notes taken that you have to do manually, with text messages and phone calls. If you pull up, you can say to Kelly, like, who do I have to call? And it'll show you people that you haven't called in more than 3 months. You can press call, and then it'll pull up the phone app, call them for you, and log that call into command as you've called them. So now you know who you called, how long you spoke to them for, and then
And
who you
what
have
you
to call
said,
next.
yeah.
Same with text messages and Twilio.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but you have to get Twilio though.
No, if you're using the app, you can send the message. But if you want to do it from command, you need Twilio.
Okay.
David, what about you?
Yeah.
Hang on, Bourbon Street, I think.
Sorry.
Too late to say the Bourbon Street.
Don't tell the story about the
I gotta say, I went in, and I'm gonna be perfectly candid, I went in thinking it was gonna be 4 days of Kool-Aid, and I was a little skeptical about going in for 4 days of Kool-Aid.
You already booked this ticket to Dallas.
And I've already booked my ticket to Dallas. It really was, for me, I've got a bunch of hurdles that I've got to get over professionally this year. And the talks that I went to listen to were primarily focused on where I want to improve. One of them being time management, the other one being my CRM. And the systems that I use to keep in touch with everybody. I would highly recommend going, if you're a podcast person, Jeff Woods has a podcast called The One Thing. The way he talks and the way he discusses time management blew me out of the water. Aside from the CRM stuff, which has already been touched on, the other thing that I took from Family Reunion that I'm happy to share, and if you download the Family Reunion app, you can get notes from any seminar there, was the lead generation models that people are using and sharing happily. Like, here's what we do, here's how we do it, here's our touch program, and just the way that they approach.
Here's my listing presentation,
Yeah.
the buyer presentation, here's how I handle objections. $1 million producers,
Yeah.
fantastic.
We have access to that too, even
If you
Yeah.
download the
Yeah.
Family Reunion app, you can look at it every day, and the talks that happen, and then at the bottom, they download the slide. You can actually download the slides
Right.
from each presentation. There's also another way to do it through eEdge, I believe, which might be a little more useful if you have it on your laptop. But my biggest aha, and I was unaware of the sheer size of Family Reunion. So I walked into the conference center with 80, and I was expecting like 4,000, 5,000 agents. And it was 8 full-size movie screens, front to back, 20,000 people, and every seat was full. It was absolutely insane. And you're meeting people, and everyone's got their Kelly app button, you're getting contacts, and it really was quite a community-based event, primarily spent on just improving your business. And then at the end of it, you realize that everybody there was self-employed and spending their own hard-earned money on being there and learning. It was pretty cool.
Well put.
You mentioned a good point. On KW Connect, there's the vision speech. Everybody should watch that. If you really want to get the context of the technology and stuff, it was like an hour long or something,
Yeah.
but definitely an hour worth spending.
I think the one thing that stood out for me as I'm watching Gary Keller talk, and I don't know how old Gary is, mid-60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surrounds himself with the best and brightest
Oh, God.
seemingly late 20, early 30-year-old people, and you're listening to them speak, and all of them are, there was kind of an aha moment in every single conversation. You could pull something from each individual who's up there only because they're exceptional at what they do, and they're happy to share that moment with you. And everybody was light years younger than I was. It was, I kind of felt a little few years behind, but
How did the eye felt?
it was, it was fantastic. I mean, it really was. If you're on the fence about going, I would say it's probably worth 3 days. Worst case scenario, you're gonna learn a few things and realize you don't want to go back. But I've already booked my hotel room.
It's great, it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I loved it.
I think Dallas will probably be a little tamer than New Orleans. No?
No, it's not.
It doesn't matter which city you go to.
No,
That's the motherland.
People sit up at night wanting to talk.
yeah.
That's the cool thing about it, isn't it? Any hotel you're in, the bars are loaded till 4 o'clock in the morning because people want to talk. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're from. They want to learn about where you are, what you do, how do you do this, how do you handle that. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And I say within 4 days, I probably met, talked to, and had 30 people share their contact information on Kelly, and I've probably added 5 or 10 people through Facebook. So now I'm getting ideas for listings and marketing from Colorado and California and Boston, and like it's pretty cool that way too. You just get this whole outreach of different ideas and different ways to promote your business. So it's good.
Deb, did you want to share something?
There's so much, so many ahas that you get from each and every session. They're just so much you can take away. I made tons of notes, like, just constantly you're writing and things that make you feel that it could really change your business. And most of all, like, I came away just feeling, wow, how profound and what a great opportunity we have to be in the real estate business, but also to be a part of Keller Williams, which is just most phenomenal tech company, and there's just so much going on that the opportunity for all of us to really excel in whatever venue of real estate you want to take. Family reunion just shows you that just pick whatever, what do you want to do? Build a team, work with builders, improve your life, your family. It's just incredible what you can take away. And I would definitely go again. This was my second time, and I'm going again for sure. Yeah, I would recommend all new agents to go. It's great. Yeah.
So,
Courtney?
yeah,
Also.
Oh, me? Well, agree with what everyone else is saying. My gosh, I think one of the things I really appreciated about a specific session I went to was being the hyper-local agent in your market. So meaning that you know everything that's going on, all the listings, you're going to all the houses, you know what's going on in the community, you're becoming involved in the community, you're adding value, you're contributing, and becoming that source where people know, well, let's go to Courtney Farquhar's website because she'll have the information there. So just really building that hyper-local niche thing spoke to me because I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Great.
I loved, number one, getting to know the group of us that went down together and the personal time that we got to spend together, because it's always nice to be a bit outside of the usual environment. And then also a number of people brought their spouses or partners, and that was really fun to get to know those people as well. So that's the kind of stuff I love. Something that really stuck with me after hearing all the different, and it wasn't the partying. I did only come home with one earring, but that's okay. We heard a woman speak on stage who her husband last May committed suicide, and he was her business partner in the real estate business, and they have this big team.
And it was his name
60
and his
people.
face that was
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge team, like huge team, and he committed suicide last May. And she sat up on stage with Gary and shared her story and the experience of having to go through that and make a decision, how am I going to come out of this? And how are all of these people that we employ that are a part of our lives going to come out of this? And have to make that decision of, hey, I'm going to get up every single day. I'm gonna make this work and I'm gonna get everyone involved. And she did, and they're back to producing numbers that they hadn't even thought about producing before. And, you know, everyone came together and rallied and made it all happen. And it was just special to hear. Here she is telling 20,000 people on stage about her husband, you know, that's such a personal thing that she was willing to share with everyone. And it makes all of us, you know, whether, I mean, that's an extreme situation, obviously, but all of us go through stuff every single day in our lives. And, you know, I'm in my 40s right now, and I'm noticing that amongst a friend group that, you know, stuff's starting to get a little wonky with marriages, with you know, where people feel like they're at with their own personal lives and what's happening. And the more we're willing to share that, the more we don't feel alone. And we feel like, okay, I can do this, and I've got a network of people that can help me through this. So I thought it was really amazing that this woman was willing to get up and share that with the rest of us, so that we could all learn and grow from that experience.
To add to that briefly, the number of times that she used the word family relating to the people in her office was insane. Like it really, it wasn't,
They
she
rallied
lost
together.
her husband and she had a family at home, but she really emphasized that the people that she worked with day in, day out, that made it possible for her to be there and continue, were like family to her.
Yeah.
I think that was the other thing about the culture of KW, that you get a different perspective of it when you're down there than you do up here. And when they did the part about, on the last morning, they did the inspirational breakfast, and they were saying they finally got to the point where their emergency response team is properly organized and laid out. And what sort of resonated with me is they have like disaster relief. So they have like 3 tractor trailers, and they'll get there like before the Red Cross does. But what they said that really resonated, that I thought was really interesting, is we're a company of independent contractors. We're not even employees. They don't owe us anything. But what they said with this disaster relief is they now, through the technology, know where every single agent is, where they live. You know, so if a disaster hits, they make sure that the agents are safe first, that the market center can be used as like as an emergency relief, and they are in there within 24 hours. And we actually all have the opportunity to go to any one of these and volunteer if we wanted. But you know, you talk about culture and you talk about big business, and we're a huge company, and I don't know any other company that can translate that kind of culture and caring to the degree that they do, and you really see it when you're there. So even when we do our KW Cares thing, it seems like so far away, but just when they were talking about it, it really sort of hit home how much they really do care, and they put their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Gary's signed a check in technology for $50 million, for instance, just on that side of the business. KW Care side of the business, we put a lot of money into it. They put a lot of money into it, and he puts more money into it. So we're doing so many things that are fantastic. Did I share something about my experience in family? And I've been there a number of times, and I learn something every time. And I try to go to some place and respectful of the agents, you guys. And I went to, first of all, Gary's vision speech, to go back to that for a moment, and Josh Team, who's leading all of this technology, by the way, brilliant guy in his 20s, late 20s, early 30s, as we just learned. But they were talking about where we're going with this business, and it's just, it's going to be out of sight. It's going to help all of you guys and all your prospects as well as your clients. But what Gary spent a lot of time talking about, as much time talking about, is this business is still a personal business. This business is about you and your clients face to face, talking to each other, talking with each other. He said the quality of the technology we're going to give you is going to stand you apart. You're going to give it to your clients, and you're going to have it available to you. But you're still going to talk to your clients. You're going to see them face to face, and you're going to deal with them. He said that's the difference. He said that's never going to go away. The people that can do that part of their job, regardless of the technology, are still going to get business. The technology is going to support it and complement it dramatically. However, you've got to keep that part of it up. And so he spent quite a bit of time talking about that. So I went to a session on basically introduction of technology. And it was a time management come listing presentation. It was a combination of things. And not very many people had it. And it was early in the morning. And what I learned from that, and it was basic thinking. A couple of people that tested it last year, and they were giving their test results. And they basically used the concept of a 40, I was going to draw it, but I can't, there's no room for me to draw it. They looked at 40 Mondays. These are agents, 40 Mondays, 2 hours Monday morning for 40 weeks in a row. And you know where I'm going with this. Basically, you've got a spectacular database, sphere of influence, and prospects. And they talked about spending 2 hours communicating with your sphere of influence. I call the whole thing sphere of influence. On Monday mornings, 40 times a year. And that means a number of different prospects, a number of different past clients, a number of different present clients. And you're updating them on the business, their world, the marketplace that we're in. And you're the economist of choice. And you're talking to your people from your sphere of influence 40 Mondays. I'm stressing that. And for 2 hours.
Individually or as a group?
No, one at a time.
Oh.
You're either visiting them, or you're phoning them, knocking on their door, bumping into them at the supermarket, I don't care where. But you're focused on it. This is your part of your game plan. And then what came from that was 20 listings. Because you asked them about, you talked to them about investing in condominiums and other properties. When you talk to them about investing in other properties. You talk to them about buying and selling or moving up or down. Ultimately, through all of that churn, you get business, and they said 20. And I kind of thought, 20 listings, okay, that's 40 Mondays, 2 hours each, 20 listings, pretty good. But the rest of the week you're spending building your world, doing the right things, getting your positioning it together and all the other background stuff, building, or not. And so I'm thinking 40 weeks only, what do you do the rest of the time? Then it came up, well, you gotta have some time off. You've got to have a life. So the 20, I eliminated to 10. I said, forget about 20, let's just make it 10 listings from that, those efforts. And keep in mind, it was 20, but I brought it personally down to 10. And then maybe I shouldn't have. And then I said, then the next thing was, from those 20, I said 10, don't forget, you'll get, if you do it right, from your agent open houses and your management of those listings, and you've got it in your mind already that this is going to happen, it'll happen if it's there, you get 10 buyers somehow. Now this is all idealistic, but keep that in mind. 10 sellers, 10 buyers. You have 20 deals from 40 2-hour sessions every Monday morning. Now if you translate that into, and you've got to manage that, coach yourself through that, or get a coach to coach yourself through that, or get some masterminds going on that. And then you and measure yourselves against it. And if you look at our average deal size, it's about $900,000. And if you say what's that, 15 to 20 grand per deal, give or take, times 20 deals. How much does that add up to?
400,000.
350 to 400. If you think about your present income, all of us, and all I'm talking about is 40 Mondays, 2 hours, and 2 people in the room proved it. They did it, and go ahead.
Can I say something to that point?
Were you there?
No,
Oh,
I
that'd be
wasn't in that
okay.
session. But I think this is when we take a step back and look at Family Reunion as a whole, or even just Keller Williams as a whole, I think something that differentiates us is mindset.
Yeah.
And that's something that became very apparent to me at Family Reunion. It's something that you sometimes miss out at the brokerage level or at the individual level. It's really easy to get caught up in your day-to-day life. But when you're immersed into that experience, you're almost taken back by, not people you idolize, but they're in a position that you would like to be in. And you have the opportunity to talk to them and see the way they think.
Yeah.
Gary Keller specifically, and just in general. And I think, so he said something there, he did a session, expand your business, expand your mindset. And in there he said, complexity is the enemy of success. And that stuck with me. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, the amount of things that we can do to procrastinate what we actually have to do just grows every day. With technology, oh my God, like, the things that I waste my time on, I could bore you all day. But to that point, if you just stay focused, 2 hours a week,
2 hours a week, every Monday.
just communicating with people, like the simplest of things.
It's got to be the sphere of influence, database, quality. It's not cold calling on the phone.
No.
It could be door knocking.
Building
It
relationships.
could be door knocking, because there's eyeball stuff there.
Honestly.
That's true.
And I think it's just like, take it back to the simpler times.
But they also had metrics throughout family reunion where the size of your database
Oh.
directly correlated to a dollar value.
Exactly.
So if your database had 15,000 people in it, it could dictate that you were gonna make $150,000 a year.
If you're talking to those people.
Right,
Yeah.
so if you're utilizing the information that's available to you, and it doesn't have to be command, but they said your database, the number of people, the number of quality people in your database directly correlates to how much money you're gonna make.
Yeah.
Well, that's the motto on session 2 of Ignite, because I just taught that one. and
Yeah.
That's on the first page.
And that's why I added the word quality.
Did Lizanne,
Yes,
Lizanne
Lizanne,
and
thank
James
you
gave
so
these
much.
out.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
But, so one of the sessions was, we were talking about a NFL football player. We guys, anybody, I don't know, they were talking about what he does, and this is what he does. He keeps these in his car or in his locker, and he's, everybody that's nice to him, or he feels needs a little bit of a buzz, he writes them a little note, specifically from him, and hands it to them, because he already mails it to them, but he tries to hand it to them. And it just made, and his perspective on that was, it made him feel like a better person. I feel like I'm giving back in life more. I make so much money, and I've got to give back in nice ways. And I'm going to do it with financial ways, and I'm going to do it heartfelt and a little note. So he writes notes then.
Does he stuff a check in it?
He could, you know, but I just thought that, you know, we need to, that's the personal touch that we're talking about when it comes to technology. The personal touch is extremely important, technology supports it.
Yeah, fantastic. So would you agree that we are all in an amazing company?
Yeah.
Would you agree that we need more Asians in our company, in our office? Would you agree that you need to give me leads?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We really are one of a kind. You know, one last thing I'm going to add. When I was first really early on in the company and I was really gung-ho about it, and I really was, and I still am for obvious reasons, I went to a Royal LePage agent and I'm like, oh, did you hear about our company, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you're really drinking the Kool-Aid. And I'm like, I guess I am. And now, like, I've heard so many successful agents, I'm chugging it. I'm chugging it. For the simple reason that our leaders care, they are leaders. We have somebody constant and consistent to look up to that's watching our backs. And we need more people to be part of this because this industry cannot go away to Zillow and we cannot be door openers. So let's gather around, let's love all of our RE/MAX, Royal LePage, Sutton agents, and let's bring them on board because you are all amazing people and you're all wonderful, and let's do business with some amazing agents together and bring them out to family reunion. Okay, so moving on. Some KWRI awards to celebrate. Our very own super mom, super agent, nicest person ever, Amy Gilmore, won the KW International Award. She was number 4 in individual CGI
Nice.
earned.
Wow.
Congratulations to Ryan too.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
congratulations to Ryan for the
She couldn't do it
gatekeeper.
without you.
Yes, she couldn't do it without you. Congratulations to you both. Thank you for being here with us at KW Neighborhood. Thank you for bringing us up to the international level. This is it. This is the proof in the pudding. And more success to you, and we have an award for her, so you get to take that home. And Rick Gavey, who's not here with us, but he's number 4 in all of Canada for profit share, which is about almost $19,000. And to be honest, everybody in the top 5, please correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody in the top 5, so from 1 to 5, the difference was 18 to 20,000. So the number 1, who's Mark Loeffler, get that. He was around 20-something thousand. So I mean, people are getting there. Let's get you there.
Rick was 25,000. Yeah.
I don't think anyone was
No.
worth
Nobody was over.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
They measured it, okay, we'll leave it out.
Okay.
Okay, now we have our own awards. This is the fun part. Yay! Okay, so I
And also
renamed.
too,
You're
just
for the
you,
what?
everyone got these on their chairs, and they're chair of Lazan.
Yeah.
You'll see on the back, it's the Buffini, Buffini company, so they're the coaching company, and it's the whole idea that we talk about all the time, 10 contacts, 10 this, 10 that, and it's 10 notes.
Yeah.
So they're for everyone to use, please do use them, because they had so many extras, we got to share them, which is fantastic, but use them to give out to everybody.
Okay.
Did you guys win?
Okay, so come on up, Barbie, and let's,
Okay, hold on. We've got just a few more slides.
oh, sorry.
Um,
Just too excited.
So sorry, we're just gonna. Close volume, so these are just the numbers. KW Cares donations, 17,381. Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Oh, great.
Thank you, John. Thank you. So, just a special ALC thank you, John, Catherine, Warner, Holly, Mariana, Adrian, and Paul King.
Correct. Thank you.
So these are the 2018. Thank you to our leadership team, everybody. Thank you. Everyone's so hard. Okay, so bronze award individual. Bronze award winners. Roberta!
Roberta, come on up. This is a good way to shake that flag. Roberta's done injured. She's injured. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. We need some music or something.
Yeah. Someone sing.
There's a picture.
You gotta do this.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, no.
Okay, Adam Fan, he's not here. Adam Fan, he retired. How many agents do you hear retiring? Anyway, this is very special.
There's hope. Here's what Adam did. He's a great guy. Everybody knows that. He acquired properties over the years.
Yeah.
And he's now flipping coupons. So he's happy to do
Oh.
that. He'll never do that anymore.
John Cameron.
John's off to Amsterdam tonight. Yeah? You're going where?
Amsterdam.
Werner Schwartz. Natalie
I rarely have, I get eyeball to eyeball Natalie.
Peter Paul Giacomo. Margo Kid. Is it working? Cassie Farquhar.
What?
I gotta say, this is all care of my sister Courtney, who's now selling, and I get referral fees, so thank you. Thank you. It goes around.
Wait, no, you-
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
Us too, us too.
There we go.
It still counts.
Okay. Joshua.
He's on Hell yeah.
Laura. Could you work successfully? Oh, get you.
Awesome.
Cynthia White.
And Laura's daughter's now working with her, and we're gonna put her on the plan together, just like you guys.
So that's congratulations to the all bronze award winners. Bronze award teams and groups. Listen,
Nice.
Silver award winners. Paul King.
The red carpet.
Yes, so you get to Frank Caetano! Look at the talent.
Somebody said something about a check.
Paul Raposo, Kat Lubianski.
You're getting a picture taken, that's what you were pretty loud. And you match. Normie.
Yes,
So
you
the
do.
maroon.
David Gapelli. Jacket, I'll take the jacket.
Why? That's a good
Ernie knew he was getting his picture taken today too.
Yes! Social media.
Good shot.
Actually, that's a good idea. We got some social media
Conrad.
opportunities.
Trevor, Katie, Frederica,
Yeah.
Silver Award teams and groups. Gladys Spizeri
Not
and
here.
Carlos Spizeri. Gold Award, Dan Brown. Triple Gold Award winners. Courtney
Here's an example of working the database.
Well, luckily I have a database to work. I wasn't smiling, I was talking. Thank you.
All right.
and Resident Greek. Platinum Award winners Amy Gilmore and Trish Butt. Ryan, can you please have you step on behalf of Amy?
I thought you were blonde. That's right.
I thought you were blonde. That's right.
Awesome.
Super.
Platinum Award teams and groups. Platinum Award winners Jackie
Ah,
Kieran and
cool.
Fred Sullivan. Double Platinum Award winners. It's a team.
Really, I did not dress for the picture.
You're going for
Pretend like you don't.
I know, I felt like.
And Julie Kinnear, Tyler Delaney, and
No.
you get to keep their awards.
Yeah.
For the team!
But I'm the only one here.
So congratulations to all of our award winners for 2018. And this is a special one for Ernie.
What?
Top CNOY Fundraiser Award.
Awesome.
So congrats. So all of the talent that we have in this room, share it. Go up to each other, share best practices. We gotta take market share. We have to make the dough. We're a profitable company.
You take it on. I'm gonna be my own person.
So just wanted to share something with you, courtesy of Melissa. You're the most important person in our office. You're not depending on us. Our business is dependent on you. You are never an interruption to our work. You are the purpose of it. You are not just part of our brand. You're a part of our family. We're not doing you a favor by helping you. You're doing us a favor by allowing us the opportunity to serve you. You could choose any company in the city to call home, but you've chosen Keller Williams, and we thank you for that. So, we come to the
Yeah, we'll just take a few minutes with this because we had a mastermind session this morning that was quite interesting in the sense that, you know, we've kind of had this deep freeze all winter, and the deep freeze tends to relate to our market of real estate a lot of the time, where it's like, oh gosh, like what's happening? Usually there would have been more happening by now. But the few things I heard this morning were like, 15 offers on one place and 10 offers on another. So
Wow.
it sounds to me, and this is just my own opinion, that we're still kind of in the same market we've been in for a little while. Where if it's the right location and the right property and you price it well and you do all the things you're supposed to in your checklist, you're selling. But I'm not out there on the street right now selling and doing offers. So you guys tell me, what are you feeling? What are you sensing? What is happening on the day-to-day stuff? Have you had any experiences that are worth sharing or stories that are worth telling? What's going on in the marketplace right now?
I lost an offer on Tuesday night against 15 offers on a property with an unfinished basement, no parking.
And it was here in the neighborhood, the Junction.
On Campbell,
Yes.
yeah. Needed about $20,000 the day you moved in just to get insured. And it went for, listed at 8, sold for $1,071,000. And the highest sale in the neighborhood of anything close, had parking in a finished basement, sold for $970 2 months ago.
Whoa,
So,
that's great.
yeah, things are like in my from the downtown properties are still flying. That being said, if anybody needs a nice little 2-bedroom in Newmarket with a love, with a love tub in the corner, I've still got one for sale.
Anyone else, anything to share about the market right now? What's happening? We're seeing some more listings come out, which is promising and good, but my sense is that the spring's gonna be busy. So if you're feeling like right now, things haven't been busy and things aren't going your way in the way that you want to be going, stay focused, do your 90 days, stay focused on what we're doing, which is the connecting with our clients and the people around us, and that spring market's gonna really take off for you. Is there anything else anyone wants to share? A new listing coming out, for instance, that they want to share with us? Lizanne?
I have one coming out at the end of March on Idlewood, so it's prime at Parkville West Village.
Wow.
It's a nice detached house.
How'd you get Hollywood?
Database, baby.
What's the price point?
We're
Range?
going to list it at $1,399,000, which I think is quite reasonable. It's worth about $1,500,000 to $1,550,000.
Great. Awesome. Good, Frank.
A couple coming out in my hood, Corso Italia. One's a top-up, so it's gonna be a legal triplex.
A legal triplex.
Sorry?
A legal triplex?
Yeah, so we're gonna, we've topped up 2 3-bedroom units and then a 2-bedroom basement, all brand new. We're gonna set rents current market, which is important.
So it'll be vacant?
No, I'm putting up the top unit for rent
Okay.
tomorrow. And then once he finishes the main floor, same thing. The positive, the advantage is that we're putting current market rents up now. So when we turn around and sell in a couple of months, we are gonna be, the cap rate's gonna be pretty significant.
And what's the value of the property approximately?
Yeah, well, we're looking at about 1.3, so that's gonna be a real kicker for the neighborhood. There was one that sold for 1.27 4 months ago, and it wasn't as nice, so my guy goes right to the 9s, right? Another one on, in Corso, it'll be a semi-parking garage with absolute dog patch of a house. She wants me to stage it, I don't know why. Anyway, beautiful 80s tile on the main floor. That'll be mid-7s, but a fabulous opportunity for a contractor, and I think I might get my builder in there. But I'm gonna open it up to the public, so.
Cool. Right.
But yeah, with respect to the market now, last year wasn't any different. The supply is down. If you're running with buyers, the most important thing for you to do now is go knock on doors and switch over to listings. Because, I said last night, I said, control the listing side, the selling side of it, your life will be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
My buyers drive me crazy. And my goal for the next 90 days is to have enough of the selling side that I actually can shoot these buyers off to somebody in the side.
Happy to help.
So that's my challenge.
So your Frank's gonna have
I'm
everyone.
gonna call it about 90 days.
I know where your office is.
I like that, Frank.
I don't like buyers.
Thank you, Kat.
As the official spokesperson to Hamilton,
Yes.
I have 2 listings coming out in Hamilton. One on the 18th of March. It's a super cute bungalow, 3+1 bedroom, 3 bath, in rural Hamilton. so like Ancaster kind
That's
of
nice.
area. But yeah, really nice property. The other one is Hot. It's a semi in James Street North, so if anybody knows Hamilton, that's the hipster, delicious place to be.
Price point?
I'm gonna say 4.
Very affordable.
Very important.
Sounds it.
Price point
Four.
very
Everybody.
important.
Let's talk about
I haven't heard that number in about 4 years. 4.
Just because I haven't priced it yet,
Ah,
so
right,
I'm
right.
gonna say 4.
Okay,
I know one.
4 for you right now.
right. And the bungalow, I'm just trying to get a sense of bungalows.
Bungalow,
in Ancaster.
again, like I don't price things,
Right.
I'm very close to the end, but I'm going to say 6,
Oh, 6?
40,
Right.
650.
That's what I.
Brian, you've got something?
We've got one coming out probably before the end of the day, 78 39th Street in Long Branch. It's a few minutes from Go Everything.
Yeah.
It's 4-bed, 4-bath, listed 1.4. Great house. It was a new build about 2-3 years ago, so it's a fantastic house. Clients are relocating to the States. So.
Right. Super.
North or south of Lakeshore?
Holly?
I have a condo in 100 Quebec, 3-bedroom,
Wow.
That's it.
really nice
My
view.
mother.
And so that'll be beginning of April. And I've got something 25 Soho, 2-story, 2-bedroom, that'll be in April as well. And we've got something on Marion as well, which will be in April, so.
Okay, great.
How large is the 3-bedroom condo one?
It's 1,100 square feet.
Okay.
Renovated or not renovated?
It's not renovated to the nines, but it's good. They've got a new kitchen. It's still a galley kitchen, but it's a really nice space, great view.
Or, yeah, so 2, both sort of in similar neighborhoods actually. One is Royal York, just south of Norseman on Larstone. 3-bedroom bungalow. It is a corner lot, but it's really 50 by 115, nice lot. Renovated, so 3-bedroom up, 1 down, full basement that's been fully renovated. And it's a lovely house in good school district. It's probably around the 1.3-ish mark, maybe. And that'll be in April, early April. And then another one just north of that in Thompson Orchard, which is just south of Bloor, just north of Sunnylee. And it's a 3-bedroom. It was a 1.5-story, but it's been converted, and the bedrooms that were on the main floor it's now open, and it's a nice big family room with the back. Good size lot, and also in a great school district. And that one is still to be determined timing, but probably late April, early May.
Price?
And price point?
6-ish. Yeah.
Great. Super. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much, and that concludes our meeting for this month. We'll be fresh and amazing for April. Look out for a lot of tech training, and we'll be here.
And come tomorrow morning if you want to talk about listings and getting your listings sold. Or tomorrow afternoon at 1:30.
Yes, for Ignite. It's on a drop-by basis as well. Thank you so much for coming.